man. I just seen something that we've been talking into existence since we started the pod. I just seen Tony Yayo come out and say 50 Cent offered him millions, like $5 to $6 million, to stop doing interviews with Vlad and to come over to 50's new network and basically run his own podcast interview function shit over there. How y'all feel about that? Because we've been talking about that for a long time.
That's a great look. That's a great look. And I think 50 seen that value. Like, nigga, fuck all that, nigga. We gonna get this bag together. And he willing to pay him his worth. So I think that's a good look. Shout out to 50. Shout out to Yayo for that move. And you know what I mean? Niggas already know how niggas feel about Vlad. So we need to take the culture back at the end of the day anyway.
Man, shout out to Marlon Wayans. I think he started something, hopefully. I think a lot of people are going to, relook now when they think about going on DJ Vlad. But like you said, it's something we've been talking about. It's time for us to take our culture back and keep the money and, the ideas within our own little circle and bubble and stop giving it to the culture vultures. So,
one of the biggest things I believe, too, is in all of that is knowing your worth. I think Yayo was realizing his worth as being on these podcasts and doing these interviews. So to anybody out there doing anything, know your worth and don't settle for shit.
No, that's a fact. I actually watched the whole interview with him and Vlad immediately, as soon as he said it, you could tell it hit him. Like,
in
damn.
his feelings, huh?
Now he got right in his feelings. He tried to play it off like, yeah, if this is our last interview, thank you for coming through and booty bam. But then as Yayo kept talking, Vlad just kept, you could tell it hit him like, oh shit.
Now you can hear it in his voice.
If everybody pulls one of these moves, my platform is done, which is what we kept saying for the longest. If we don't go to the platforms and provide the views, it's over, because he built this platform off the backs of other people, not him. They're not coming for him. Did you see the interview, Ruckus?
No, I didn't see it.
I watched that whole shit.
But what I could say about it is this. Why did it take 50 so long to put his boy on? Like, I'm not going to knock Vlad, because Vlad is the person who made doing a interview style setup with Tony Yayo appealing to 50.
For one,
50 was doing his own thing. It's almost like, why do we never have the faith in each other to just make the offer initially?
50
why
been
we got to wait till some...
My bad. 50 been putting Yayo on since day one. Let's talk about that. 50 had a bag for Yayo the moment he got out of jail. Nigga came home to a mink coat, millions of dollars, and he didn't even sign certain deals until Yayo was there. So to say 50 ain't been putting him on but sometimes you gotta see what a man is gonna do for himself first. Every man gotta choose his own route. So 50 gave him he allowed him to do what he doing. And now that he sees Yayo putting his foot forward, like, I'm going to invest in you. He been investing in him. He going on tour with him. He putting a bag in his pocket. Now he's putting a bigger bag in his pocket off the content.
But not only that, but he's put on, people just with power, with all them other shows that he's done. So I think, when you look at it from that perspective as well, he's not really in the podcast interview game. So it's possible that he's just now seeing the value in it because it's became more popular. I don't want to say necessarily it's like, oh, I'm not going to, give you no bag to run interviews over here, but he's probably seeing it now because of the, it's a hot topic right now and everything is going on with Vlad. He's taking it as a chance as a smart businessman to say, you know what, it's time for me to create this new avenue for my people. But he's already done it with a multitude of other things, so you can't really hate on 50.
And a lot of his content he get from speaking on 50. So it's like, nigga, you might as well be coming doing this on my shit.
Well, my thing is like this. Niggas know niggas for years, you know what I'm saying? Yayo he could talk good. He could do good interviews. Like, he been going to Vlad for years. And now it's like, oh, I want to do something with you over here on my network. Now, you could argue that 50 was building his shit up, and now he has a platform which he can plug Yayo into. But I just think we should look at it like, yes, awesome, this is good for 50. This is good for Yayo. Not necessarily against a knock against Vlad, because Vlad gave Yayo an opportunity that at the end of the day, he didn't have to get him. Like, nobody was checking for Tony Yayo like that.
But Yayo, but at the end of the day, Yayo worth when it went up, he's been on not just Vlad. He's been on several different podcasts, several different interviews. So I think the worth of his value has been going up as far as social media wise. And 50 took advantage of that to actually put his foot in the door and help him. Even by, say if it wasn't even true that 50 was giving him that money, just the fact that he can now have the leverage of saying like, hey, Vlad, you got to up my shit unless 50 finna pay me to get up out of here. If you ain't upping my pay, then it's going to be a problem. So
that's a fact. And to say he didn't put Yayo on is crazy because Yayo went to jail when 50 first cracked off. He missed that first tour, but 50 was still paying him. Like he always says, man, I got out to a mansion. I got out to this. I was out with a house overlooking the whole city, so I ain't never got nothing bad to say about 50. And Yayo always played his position. He never was too thirsty for the fame. He never was too thirsty for the spotlight. And he really ain't get his recognition until now because of the interviews. He actually used to get trolled like, damn, is you 50 son? Like you 50 little man, 50 throwing him in bushes and all type of shit. People used to talk bad about Yayo until they saw he was loyalty over everything. And like bro just said, even if it's not true, that gives leverage not only to Yayo, but now to other guests because he checked Vlad low key. Like, hey, you over here arguing with legends while we out here in motherfucking Rome eating caviar and this and that.
He said, I'm out eating duck and shit.
Yeah, I'm out here eating duck.
I'm not tripping, nigga.
I'm not tripping. And 50's offering the bag. That little 40 ball that you was offering Marlon, that's good. That's a good deal. Basically saying we could be out here getting millions. He only really charged you for the low, for his status. He actually gave you a deal because you paying Boosie the high. You feel me? And he's a legend. Yeah, Boosie is a hip-hop legend, but bro, this is Marlon Wayans. He's a Wayans brother. Like, stop playing. It's totally different.
But Vlad knows how many views different people generate.
That's
they have the averages. So Marlon Wayans, people will watch him, but Marlon Wayans ain't touching. Just like they said, Marlon Wayans ain't touching nothing near what Cat Williams is doing.
But what statistic or stat that we know from Marlon Wayans' interviews that we can even base certain things off of?
Well, he has multiple interviews, but where Vlad is getting it fucked up is he's looking at a whole different ecosystem than what Marlon Wayans is in. Like Marlon Wayans isn't a YouTube famous person. He's an actor, a comedian, a director. So his stats might not measure up on YouTube, but in the real world, you get what I'm saying? His
value is high.
He's known to where he can charge somebody a 40 ball, like bro just said, because I'm Marlon Wayans. I'm not Lil X or whoever the fuck I am. Like I'm a real nigga out here who really, you know what I mean, paved the way. X. So it's a difference, and that's why sometimes niggas like Vlad, their head gets too big on social media because they're going based off of numbers.
Shout out to
not the real world.
And shout out to Marlon for taxing Cub on his set. Because niggas need to, like I said, know they worth. And at the end of the day, like bro said, Vlad is only good based off of the content that we bring far as black people in our culture, and we need to keep it loyal in the soil.
Listen,
so
man,
I like the look what 50 doing with Yayo at the end of the day.
I don't feel like Vlad is doing anything but running his business.
How many niggas didn't caught up and shit off asking certain questions?
He ain't making niggas do nothing. They saying what they want to say.
That's a fact.
Vlad is running a business. He gave a lot of people opportunities because what would Boosie be doing if he wasn't on Vlad? Like I said with Yayo, nobody was checking for Yayo until he started really being on Vlad. He was G-Unit, but that's one source of income. The whole thing is with Vlad, I think all Yayo should do, thank you for the opportunity. Everybody should be like, we appreciate what you did for Yayo and other black artists, because if you really want to break it down, we all black people should be running the game from top to bottom.
No, that's a fact.
That ain't Vlad's fault. We ain't on our shit.
Now we've been saying that.
Is my audio okay?
No, your audio is good. They're saying the audio fucked up on live stream. I don't know, but
forget the live stream.
Yeah, fuck the live stream. This is the audio straight here. But basically, what we've been preaching for 2 years, we're seeing happening live in real time now. Like, I guess, I don't know, certain people had to catch up with the times. Like he said, 50, maybe he didn't see the value in it, or he wasn't too focused on that. He been doing the movie thing. He been trying to get his studios like Tyler Perry Studios. Like, he had other things going on. And now that Yayo has been making noise, and he like, oh man, there's a lane over there. This is a lane we should be running realistically because we are the culture. So
exactly.
So I'm gonna go build my own platform. And now I'm going to start signing people to deals to where y'all don't have to go do these interviews over here. You could do it through my network, and we run everything. So shout out to 50 for that. And 50, holla at us. You feel me? We free agents right now. Talk to us, babe.
Come on.
Nah, that's facts. That's facts.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Straight.
Yeah, you could check if they saying it's too roomy, just you can go in the settings and turn off the
the thing
echo cancellation and shit.
Okay.
If they, but
I don't even know how to do that on StreamYard because I don't be on there
They're
like
probably
that.
Let this nigga do that shit.
they're probably hearing what we were hearing when you had the volume turned up.
Yeah,
The
it's
super
cool.
echo.
They're just saying it's like an echo. It's roomy, but that's just because of the laptop speaker. It's not high level like that. But it's next time we'll jack it in.
No, for sure. Let this be a lesson and a blueprint for
Turn that
everybody
mute that motherfucker.
in the game right now.
They talking about from him.
Let that be a lesson for everybody in the game right now. Y'all need to be following 50 blueprint. Y'all need to be following 50 shoe steps right now.
You ain't gonna better hear that? I can hear y'all like when y'all talk through the phone.
No, it's not. My shit muted.
Hear that
So
too.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gonna better hear that on the mic.
Is that yours?
No,
That's
no,
cuz
that's your
shit,
phone.
nigga.
Turn it down all the way.
This nigga crazy.
Oh,
I'm gonna just cut it. We could figure that shit out later.
Yeah.
Right. Nah, I'm just saying. I was just saying, but
Nah, yeah, 50 doing Yayo doing his thing for that. I think, like I said, I think we need to take our culture back. That's exactly how we need to do it. Like, start hitting them niggas where it hurt.
now, but Yayo thanked him and all that for the opportunities. Yeah, that's all that shit is cool. But at the end of the day, like you said, we need to keep money on black. Bet on black, nigga. That's what we need. That shit, nigga.
Hey, 50 on
This
black,
shit,
man.
nigga.
bet on black. Yeah, but yeah, that's all I can say about Vladimir.
It ain't too much about shitting on Vlad as it is us taking ownership of the culture back. That's just all it is. Everybody crying about how they portraying us and what they paying us, and okay, well let's pay ourselves.
But
let's
I would-
portray ourselves.
it's
That's
enough niggas
what I'm
now
getting
with
at.
bread.
I wouldn't even say shitting on him. Vlad speaks freely based on his opinion on our business as black people, right? He get up there, well, why doesn't he do this? And why does he? We can speak freely on the bullshit we feel he doing.
Nah, we can. But he shitted on Marlon, tried to shit on him about his fee and all that shit.
Listen.